All right, Coach, just talk a little bit about this last week of practice. I know you're less than 2 weeks out from your season opener and how things been going this past week.
Well, it was great. We were outside almost all week, so that was the number one thing that was a difference from a week earlier. But being able to be outside 4, 5, 6 days in a row really began to iron out some kinks and really able to work on some problem areas and get more prepared.
What are some of the areas that you've really been trying to focus on?
Consistency is one, and we're talented, but at times we make a routine mistake that shouldn't be made, and it's just because again, just the repetitions of having to go through it, and then understanding we're doing some things differently this year. We're in some different positions. We've got a couple of freshmen playing some key spots, and sometimes when those things are happening, they just need the repetitions of doing something over and over and over again to get it down and get it right.
You just finished a drill out here, and I heard you talk to them about cheap outs and really wanting to battle up there, not give away easy outs.
Well, absolutely. We don't want to just put the ball in play. I mean, I understand there's times when there's runners on base that maybe we want to put the ball in play, but, most of the time we want to be productive in our at-bats. And so letting the ball travel, let it get deep, and fouling it off and live for another pitch. And it's just a mentality change that some of them are having to experience.
What is your philosophy, and as you've kind of seen your personnel you have here at Louisiana Tech, what's kind of your thought process on how you guys are going to be offensively this year?
Well, I think we're going to grow throughout the season. It's going to take time, but I think we're going to get better and better. What we have to do is we have to have a few people start stepping up into some of those last spots, the 6th spot, the 7th spot, the 8th spot, the 9th spot, and they have to become productive hitters and learn how to manufacture runs, but then also get on base themselves and allow the top of the order to drive them in. Right now I'd say we're pretty solid 1 through 6. I feel good about us, but those last couple of hitting spots need to be shored up.
Are you a National League guy or are you an American League guy? Are you going to play for the 3-run home run, or are you going to run and move them around?
No, we're going to have to be a little more National League this year until we get a few more big boppers in here, some big poppies to hit the ball a long way. And that's not saying we'll have our shares of home runs mixed in, but we're going to have to definitely put some runners in some motion and have some manufactured runs mixed in.
Defensively, we talked a little bit about the pitching staff the other day. Let's talk a little bit about the infield. You've got basically all your infielders back from last year, a lot of experience at that position. Just talk about what you see moving forward.
Well, we do, and yet at the same time, we've got Haley's, now been diagnosed with mono, and Mel's going to be out the first few weeks. But, when they get back, that'll help us defensively a little bit. In the meantime, we're going to have to rely on, Courtney to play a little bit defensively and Anna to play defensively at the shortstop position. And they're learning, they're new. But it's great still having the veteran leadership of Megan Knowles at first base and Amanda at second base. I mean, they shore things up. And it's just learning how to work as a unit. And then when one cog or one piece of that unit is not there, we still don't miss a beat. It's not a crutch. It's not an excuse. We're just as good with whoever our backup is at that position. And that's what we're working towards.
And then, of course, the catching responsibilities are going to be mainly handled by Elena, who had a lot of experience.
I would say Elena will be back there every game that she's capable of being back there. We'll take her out in some games to rest her here and there when we have opportunities. But I would say the next key game that we're ready to play, she's back out there doing that. And she's really grown. She's getting better and better defensively. She's gaining more and more confidence and knowledge back behind the plate. And I'll tell you, I think she's an all-conference performer down the road. When everything starts to click for her, there's no telling how good she's capable of being.
This team struggled last year defensively. I think fielding percentage around 95%, which really you wanted a little bit better than that. What do you think the strength of this infield could be?
I think I don't want to put the burden on one particular player, but I think Anna's going to be the one that our infield's going to go. I think everybody else is going to be solid and maintain. She's the one that's got to keep growing and keep learning and keep getting better and better at that shortstop position. And if she does, then I think the sky's the limit in terms of how good defensively we can be. As she struggles, so will the team struggle. But we need somebody who's there. I don't want to have somebody who's at shortstop this game and then pitches the next game and then we have a different shortstop. We want to try to shore down that position and have somebody who's able to grow and develop as an all-around player throughout the season. And I think Anna will be able to do that. It's just going to take time.
Well, and to give the shortstop position to a true freshman, or for a true freshman to earn it, I mean, you've got to like what you see. What are kind of her strengths?
Well, she's got a cannon for an arm, and she's so athletic and fluid. I mean, she goes and gets balls ranging back and in the air and makes those look routine and makes people realize, not even understand. So when she bobbles the ground ball, they get mad, but they don't realize that she just caught 2 fly balls that an average shortstop wouldn't catch. So she's got her skill set. We just got to keep growing the other skills until she's the all-around polished player that she's capable of being.